In this video, we will talk about what most people think hackers break into computers. That is what movies show you. A person sitting in a dark room, typing code, breaking through security systems, and stealing information. But that is not how many of the most successful cyber attacks begin. They do not start with computers. They start with people. They start with fear. They start with trust. They start with curiosity. And most importantly, they start with a single moment when someone stops thinking clearly. Right now, somewhere in the world, a person is opening a fake email. Someone is clicking a malicious link. Someone is giving away sensitive information to a stranger pretending to be trustworthy. And the frightening part is that many of these people are not careless. They are intelligent. They are educated. They have years of experience. Yet they still become victims. Why? Because cybercriminals understand human psychology better than most people understand themselves. They know what captures attention. They know what creates urgency. They know what triggers fear. They know how to make people react before they think. And once emotions take control, logic often disappears. Think about how many decisions you make every day without stopping to think. You check notifications automatically. You open messages automatically. You respond to requests automatically. Most people live on autopilot. And cybercriminals take advantage of that. They send messages that seem urgent. Your account has been suspended. Your payment has failed. Immediate action is required. The goal is not to fool your intelligence. The goal is to bypass it completely. Because when fear appears, people rush. When pressure appears, people react. When curiosity appears, people click. One click, one response, one careless decision. That is often enough. But this problem goes far beyond cybersecurity. It reveals something much bigger. It reveals how easily people can be controlled when they lack discipline. The truth is that every successful scam follows the same pattern. First, emotions are manipulated. Then, actions follow. The attacker does not need to control your computer if they can control your behavior. Think about that carefully. If someone can control your attention, they can influence your decisions. If someone can influence your decisions, they can influence your future. That is why awareness has become one of the most valuable skills in the modern world. The world is filled with distractions competing for your attention every second. Advertisements, notifications, social media feeds, emails, news alerts. Everyone wants a piece of your focus. And every time you react without thinking, you become easier to influence. This is why discipline matters more than ever. Not just physical discipline, not just waking up early, not just working hard. Real discipline is the ability to pause, the ability to think, the ability to stay calm when pressure appears. Most people never develop this skill. They spend years training themselves to react instantly. They want immediate answers, immediate entertainment, immediate pleasure, immediate results. But the strongest people are different. They slow down when others rush. They think when others panic. They observe when others react emotionally. That difference changes everything. Because awareness creates protection. Awareness creates clarity. Awareness creates control. The same habits that protect you from cybercriminals also help you succeed in life. Patience helps you make better decisions. Focus helps you avoid distractions. Self-control helps you resist impulses. Critical thinking helps you recognize manipulation. These qualities are becoming rare. And because they are rare, they are becoming valuable. The future will belong to people who can think independently. People who can remain calm under pressure. People who can question what they see instead of accepting everything immediately. Cybercriminals understand human weakness. That is why they succeed. But you do not have to remain vulnerable. You can train yourself to become more aware. You can learn to pause before acting. You can learn to question urgency. You can learn to recognize emotional manipulation. And the more you practice these habits, the harder you become to deceive. Not only online, but in every area of life. Because the greatest security system is not software. It is not a password. It is not technology. It is a disciplined mind. A mind that refuses to be controlled by fear. A mind that refuses to be controlled by pressure. A mind that thinks before acting. So the next time a message demands immediate action, stop. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself why it feels urgent. Ask yourself who benefits from your reaction. Ask yourself whether you are thinking clearly. Because hackers do not just attack computers. They attack attention. They attack emotions. They attack human behavior. And every single day, you have a choice. You can continue reacting automatically, or you can become the kind of person who stays aware, stays calm, and stays in control. The kind of person who cannot be manipulated. The kind of person who cannot be rushed. The kind of person who thinks before acting. Because in a world full of deception, that may become your greatest advantage. And that advantage starts today.